Hi, everyone. All right, we are here because we want to show you step by step how to fill out a voter registration form, because we want to make sure that you vote in the election this year. And joining me once again, as he will be all week, is Raul Ramirez, who is the chair for Voter Registration Subcommittee for the League of Women Voters. Thanks, Raul.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Let's get to it. All right, you ready?
Okay,
I am going to share my screen, and here's the voter registration form, which, by the way, you can get on our website at christv.com. The PDF is right there. All you have to do is print it out. So let's get through it.
Yeah, great. So we talked yesterday about who can register to vote, and you see the qualifications there, so those are available to you. But then go into block number 1. You're going to check whether this is a new application, a change of address, maybe you're moved within Nueces County or moved from a different county, or if you're requesting a replacement card, and that's okay if you didn't, that would get you a new card. Right below that, you're going to validate that you're a U.S. citizen. Obviously, the answer to that has to be yes to make this a valid application. Beyond that, you have to validate that you're 18 years of age or older on election day, and the answer to that is yes to make this a valid application. Right into that is a question about whether you want to be an election worker. Maybe not this time, but if you'd like to, check yes. If not, no, and then keep that in mind for the future. Below that, item 2 is your last name, first name, middle initial, and then a former name if you had a change of name, or maybe were registered under a before getting married and had a change of name in that, you'll want to put a former name. The important thing about all of this, though, is that you write legibly, please. There are clerks and workers at the county courthouse that have to transpose this into an electronic database to get you properly registered, and so we want to be sure that they're able to read your writing. Right below that, item 3, your residence address, where you actually live. And so that's a street address to which you to where you sleep. City, the state is there. The county for us is Nueces County, but then you may be registering in San Patricio or one of the adjacent counties that are listening and viewing today, and then the zip code. Below that, item 4, the mailing address, where you want that voter registration card to be mailed to so that you can receive it. Again, city, state, and zip code to finish out block number 4. Number 5 is important, especially if you're moving from a different county, the city and county of former residents in Texas. Maybe you're moving from Harris County or Bexar County, and you want to be able to, the county counties want to be able to reconcile their records, and that way they send a note to each other saying you're no longer in Bexar County or wherever, and now you're in Nueces, if that's the case. Item 6, date of birth, pretty straightforward. Item 7 and 8 are optional. You've got the gender and the telephone number. I would recommend that you consider filling out number 8, especially if your penmanship isn't great, and that way if they have a question about the form, they can call you.
Oh, that's a great idea. Okay.
Yeah, that can be a hurdle if there's a problem reading the application. Number 9, it's either or. Texas driver's license or the last 4 of your social security, and block 9 will complete that block. And then item 10, you're essentially providing an affidavit to all of the qualifications that we spoke to earlier, being 18, if a convicted felon, complete with all of your requirements, and that you have not been determined as mentally incapacitated by a court of law. And then you'll sign and date. Don't worry about anything below that. And then you'll need to mail that in to the Tax Assessor Collector's office, care of Kevin Kieschnick at 901 Leopard Street, Suite 301, Corpus Christi, Texas, 78401, to get that application processed.
That's right. And so what we have done, like, see right here, this envelope, and they actually said that it's so much better to mail it to them directly, so it can get to them faster than if you send it to the state and then the state sends it back to them. So you can send it to tax assessor. You can see it there, Tax Assessor Collector Kevin Kieschnick, sorry for my handwriting, but 901 Leopard, Suite 301, Corpus Christi, Texas, 78401. So you just take that application that you filled out, you put it in the envelope, you close it, you put a stamp on it, and you don't have to get it certified. This can directly just go into the mailbox, right?
That's correct. Yep. And just be timely on that. Remember, the last day to register is the 5th of October.
That's right. So you can also take it in person if that's something that you see that it's getting really close, and you can just take it to them and give it to them in person. Raul, thank you so much.
Thank you.